Hello?
Hey, it's me. Are you busy?
Oh, no, I'm just chilling. What's up?
Yo, we were talking on DMs, and I suggested the suggestion you had to them, and I thought it was good. I don't know if it'll like the culmination of that call. Sorry for people that are just have no idea what's going on. I'm talking about the gambling situation
Oh,
on Twitter.
we know. We're all following along.
Okay, I don't know where you were at. The I guess the end of that was like to try to see if Twitch is going to respond in any way to this, and if it doesn't, then try to get a few broadcasters together to go with your suggestion, which I do think will make a difference.
I mean, Twitch won't do anything unless they get significant media attention about it. So if people start writing stories, they will. But otherwise, they're not going to respond to this. I guess it's just I don't mind people covering shit because it's good views. I think it's funny. I think Miskiff is generally honest about that. But like, don't pretend like you actually give a fuck about the Gamba shit if you're not even going to take like a minimum step to do anything about it. And I don't think anybody that actually cares about like the Gamba shit. Because if they do, like the strike would be a really easy thing to do. 1 week vacation, you get a lot of good publicity from doing it. It even benefits your own career. It just takes like a little bit of organization effort. But like if you're not even willing to do that, you just want to like get trending hashtags on Twitter and shit. I don't think you actually give a fuck.
I agree. I feel like up till now, none of the broadcasters that have like taken a stance on Twitter or whatever have cost them a single dollar to do so.
Yeah, of course. Well, and what's on the flip side, they gain a lot of money doing so. Like this Gamba streaming today was huge. It was like a ton of fucking viewers for Miskiff. Yeah.
And I was gonna say also, like I think that just like Sliker doing this whole thing basically just enabled them to have this voice. Versus, like, they would have never said anything if it wasn't cool to say that, and that bothers me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know
like
if
if it wasn't Sliker, nobody would have given a fuck about this.
Nobody would have given a fuck. Like,
could you imagine? Not to make it about me, but everyone else make it about me. Could you imagine if it came out that I was scamming people on Gamba shit, dude? I would be getting raked over the fucking coals.
There'd be calls for the FBI.
Probably, yeah.
Like,
why does he still have a kid? Shouldn't he lose custody of his child if he's a Gamba? Yeah, it would be wild. Yeah.
100%, man. It would be insane. Like. It blows my mind how somebody can do like an EVE Online level fucking scam, like literally go in for dozens of people, and people are like, "Oh yeah, it's a gambling addiction. He was just in desperate."
Which, to be fair, it is a gambling addiction, and I'm glad that he's hopefully, well, at least their debts are being paid off. He does need like some kind of like professional help though, and if he doesn't get it, he's going to be back at where he was again.
But we have to hold him accountable. Like you can't this is like I always don't you think so? Like this is a fucking crazy level scam. Like he ruined dozens of lives.
The problem is like, what does hold him accountable look like?
You gotta ban him from the platform. Twitch needs to ban him from the platform.
Ooh, damn.
Do we have a disagreement? You don't think so?
I don't know if I disagree with you actually. Maybe that could be a form of because he was using his Twitch connections and everything to do it, right?
He was using his Twitch account, but even if he wasn't, there's still tons of community terms and service has been updated to say that your actions off platform get you banned on platform. And like I think if there's any reason to ban a person,
but I'd have to look at that.
Scamming people for dozens and dozens of
doesn't that generally
just use actions on Twitch.
Yeah, doesn't that generally apply to like hate speech and like stuff and like harassment and stuff?
I think financially scamming people out of thousands of dollars fits the bill for like that level of do you feel like I'm overstating the crime? Because like
the crime is definitely bad. I'm just thinking because like if we did that, what about like fuck, I don't want to quote wrong names, but like didn't like Josh OG and Mo and all those guys like do like the CS:GO scams and shit?
I think that the CS:GO scams should be banned as well.
Yeah.
I think that.
Or what about like all the crypto rug pulls, like all the
man.
Do that? Yeah.
Like this is FaZe, Aiden Ross, like fuck all those people. Yeah, here's the fact of the matter is like those people, like Aiden is one step away from a phone call with those Twitch streamers, so they won't shout him out. Sliker's damaged goods. He's done. Yeah. So we can shit on him all we want, but no one's gonna go after fucking Aiden, who rug pulled people on crypto scams multiple times. Literally said, "I just got the bag. I hope you fuckers didn't actually do that." No one's gonna go after him because it's not beneficial to do so. They have all the clout to lose.
Yeah, that's kind of why I get annoyed when and I love her. I love Pokey. We're on good terms, and I super love her. She's my queen. I'm subscribed to all of her stuff. But like when she came on to talk to Miz, she's like, "You're such a good guy for covering this." And I was like, "Man, come on, what the fuck? It's just a crazy viewer event for him. Of course he's covering it." Like, but
100%. But so do you agree that you think Sliker should be banned on platform?
Yeah, I don't like banning. That's like a really scary thing. But at least like a 1 year ban or something, at least, right? For what he's done, if not more. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
If you don't set that precedent for something this crazy, it's like it's fucked. because like this dude like literally worked his way into like the inner circles of broadcasters, and I mean got them to give. It's like the best social engineering story ever. It's Ocean's 11 shit, dude.
Well, I think it's standard. I think it's just standard gambling shit. I think people don't know what it looks like, or maybe you do. I shouldn't assume. I'm sorry, but like people. So here's something that every scammer knows. Okay, human beings are by definition and intrinsically like really good. Like we really want to help people. We really don't like to see people suffer. That's like, that's what every scammer preys off of when they go to scam people. And it's actually pretty easy to go to somebody and be like, bro, like I'm in a really bad position. I swear to God, I'll pay you back. Like PayPal just banned my bank account. Like fuck, like people don't, it's a really awkward position for someone to ask you something like that. And if you can help to not do it, like most people will do it. I think people can be pretty surprised at like the lengths that anybody that has a family member that's addicted to gambling or drugs, like will see this like dance play out over and over and over and over and over again, where you've got a poor family member, they're scamming you, they're stealing money, but they need to buy drugs, but they're gonna get clean, they're gonna do it one more time. Like, yeah, it happens a lot. He would make, so I was one of the people he targeted, and he made me like a custom ass video with this whole lie that was in it. That so like, you're right. I don't understand the behavior, like the psychology. Like you're saying that's par for the course for like people that are. So this is like and. Yep. How are they justifying it? It's elaborate lies and shit, and that people with addiction issues do this. It's like pretty.
So
standard.
This isn't a con man, you're saying?
No. I think his behavior. I think for somebody that has an addiction like this, his behavior was totally in the norm. Like not odd at all. Not even exceptional. But yeah, like people will sell like crazy medical stories to all sorts of different people, to their family members, to friends and shit. Yeah, they'll make up lies like crazy if they know they can get money or whatever doing it. Yeah.
And what's the internal justification for it? Like, what are they running through their own like hardware to kind of justify that?
I think a lot of them genuinely think that they just need like a little bit more, and there's like that one big jackpot that's going to let them get clean off of everything. Like if they can hit, that's why I got annoyed. Hassan should never be, he shouldn't really think about anything ever because he's a fucking moron. But like when Hassan was there saying like you're intentionally scamming those people, I don't think Sliker thinks he is. I think he genuinely, because he paid me back. He borrowed money from me and he paid me back. And I'm sure he paid a couple other people back too.
He did.
Yeah. So like I think in Sliker's mind, he's probably thinking that like if I can just get like one or two big wins, like I can cash out and be okay. That's what's always going on in the gambler's mind. Is you think you can do it. They're not thinking like I'm gonna steal money from him and go fucking lose at gambling, because people that are gambling don't think they're gonna lose all the time. They think they're gonna hit a big one.
Man, that's fucking crazy. I never saw it that direction. I would have been in the camp of like this was an intentional con.
No. He doesn't think he's conning at all. He knows he's lying about why he needs the money, but he really does think he's gonna win and be able to pay it back. Do you have you ever seen the movie Uncut Gems?
No.
Oh fuck. People will probably watch that movie and think that's exceptional, but it's a guy that has a gambling problem, and you'll see like all the crazy, how much shit he's juggling in his life. Like I'm borrowing money from this guy, and then I gotta borrow money from him so that I can pay back him, and I'm gonna like go to the pawn shop and I'm gonna loan out this and do that shit, and like yeah, holy fuck. Like people like that are like in and out of pawn shops all the time. People will know them. They're putting their fucking wives' cars and shit on like pawning shit off. Like it's insane. Yeah, but it's because they think they just need like one or two more big hits and they'll be okay. They can make it back.
So that's crazy. So I mean, so at what point do you hold him as a victim, and at what point do you hold him accountable? Like because like if you're Twitch, like where do you sit on that issue?
So we need like a more sophisticated understanding, and I think for some of these things we have to eliminate the dichotomy of victim or perpetrator, because you can be both, and I think he is both. He is a victim of gambling addiction, but he's also an adult human being that can make decisions, rational choices. So there ought to be some consequences incurred for the bad choices that he's made. But like ultimately, I mean, like yeah, you can be a victim and a perpetrator at the same time.
But where does that leave you? Like because Mizkif like brought up this thing. He kind of. Yeah, I'd be really curious how you respond to this, because what happened. So I was on call and I said Twitch should ban him 100%, which I still believe, even given like even shifting over from this change in opinion that you've convinced me successfully that like he's not doing this out of being a malicious scammer. I said he should be banned, and then Mizkif's response was, well, I would be concerned for his mental health that he might kill himself.
No, never can that ever be your concern for anything in life ever. You can never say, I'm not going to do something.
If I came from there and I took the position, well, trust and safety has to make an objective call, like I would have been. that was not a position I could take, right? So like what do you get around?
You can't. It's not your job to keep people alive. People will do that, like, oh, I can't break up with them, they'll kill themselves, or oh, like I can't tell this person that I don't want to be friends with them, they'll kill themselves. It's not your job unless it's literally your job. Like if you're you're like a therapist or, you know, you've got like a patient, or it's like your child or like a wife or husband maybe. But like, it's not your job to keep people alive. That's bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm. So you wouldn't consider any kind of like of the being a victim type of thing in an assessment of like should he be banned from platform or not?
In terms of would he kill himself? No, that's not Twitch's responsibility. It's not their call to make. No.
How about in terms of him being the victim as a result of like this being a standard kind of deviation of how a person would act as a result of like being a desperate?
I mean, he's a victim, but he still has the agency to make his choices, right? Like people that type racial slurs in chats are victims. Usually they grew up, you know, around people that said it. Like I didn't learn racial slurs on accident growing up. Like there were certain people that I was around that like taught me these words, and then we use them when we're in gaming environments, blah, 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 blah. Like it's not like I would say it otherwise, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, you can retroactively go back and go and like ascribe every bad thing you've ever done to some shit you learned in your life, right? So again, you can be a victim of something, but at the same time, you know, still have some responsibility for it.
Yeah, that's for that reason that I think that he should be banned. I also think that when you're a platform, you have to look at the damage that not banning a person like that can do and say, okay, like we're totally cool. Like actually using like EVE Online and using like some of the where some of the classic scams happen is kind of an interesting point of view, because like EVE will like allow like JITA scams and shit like that. Like I know you remember
they
those
used
and stuff
to, but
like
I
that.
think they actually made all of that against the rules
and then
now.
Exactly, then they actually made it all against the rules. And I think like when CCP was talking about it, they were saying that the reason for that was because like by not banning it, you're enabling that behavior. And I think in the exact same way, like it's just like, okay, if Twitch is not going to ban me or like remove me from platform for going through and just scamming the fuck out of people, like well then other people are going to do it.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah. Like it's just gonna enable other people to get away with stuff like that and social engineer themselves into streams.
All right, hold on. Some people are saying literally none of those scams are against the rules. Shut the fuck up. I don't care who you are, what you are. Maybe they did make some of that, but when they banned the bonus room guy, that game turned into a game for fucking baby pussy motherfuckers. Okay, they should have never banned the bonus room. That was CCP being fucking cucks. Okay, maybe some scams are legal now, but I know they got rid of some of the more elaborate ones because you guys
they banned Iron Bank. Come on,
turning into fucking Care Bears over it. Fuck you guys. Okay, but.
100%. Dude, you know, it is so sad, the state of EVE Online. Oh my god, it's so fucking sad, man. Like I played in the last war with the Goon Swarm against the Blue Donut, and dude, man, like they've literally changed things like fundamentals of the game, like mining and like production, just so that they can monetize better in store.
Damn, I have no idea about any of that, so but.
You're an EVE Online guy, dude.
I don't know about any of the changes they made or whatever. So recently,
what was your corp? It was Gi. What was your corp?
We had a big ass corp. Hell yeah, we were part of the Hero Coalition, I think, with Brave.
You're making some progress for a while, man.
Yeah, that was
yo, you're part of Brave? I never knew that.
Well, we were in the same. They were part of the Hero Coalition, and Brave was in that. So.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Could field a lot of. I think my corp alone could field like 100 pilots or more. We had a lot. We had an active corp. Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Until fucking. There were a few games that came out that like destroyed EVE. One was Arcade. I don't know if you were ever. Flying Ops when that came out, and like you could only field like half your pilots because everybody was fucking playing that game, and then there were a couple that came out that destroyed everybody. But yeah, I don't know how he was doing, but how's life going for you? Good. What are you up to?
Bro, I just getting over COVID. It fucking smoked me. That's a real disease. like holy shit. I was out for like a week and a half. I had 102 fever. I was hyperventilating. I had panic attacks. I'm like, dude, I do like daily hot yoga, like fucking almost perfect diet. Like that shit laid me out, bro.
Were you? Do you say publicly? Were you vaccinated or?
Yeah, I'm triple vaxxed. Yeah,
damn.
Didn't matter.
And you probably got the Omicron one, right? This was recent, right?
I think I got BA5, yeah. It's sort of a genetic roll of the dice because sure. I got it from both of my parents. Both of my parents were on Paxlovid, and basically in 2 days they were fine. Then my SO got it, and then she did fine, and I just got fucking rolled.
Damn.
Like it's just like extreme nausea, couldn't breathe. Like my heart rate would go up to 120, just like starting to walk around.
Jesus.
It's fucking wild, bro.
Me and Melina got COVID, I think like a month ago. We finally got it. But it was like, I had like one half a day where I was like pretty shitty. Like I felt like sick and I wanted to sleep. And then I think I had like a week or two of just like kind of an annoying residual cough. But otherwise, it was just like one half day that was like kind of shit. But otherwise, it was okay.
Do you know anybody that actually came out of it with long COVID?
Nope. I don't think so.
I'm so fucking scared of long COVID, man. Like that, I'm so glad that I have, at least as far as I can tell, like the same like cognitive ability. Like there's so many people that got COVID and like had neurological problems or had breathing problems or things like that.
Something that I would be careful about is there's a lot of stuff that's normal for serious illness that people are attributing to COVID that people just didn't know was always a part of like serious illness. Like people will say things like there's scarring on your lungs if you get COVID, et cetera, et cetera. That's true, but anytime you have like a serious case of the flu, like really the flu, not like a fucking head cold for 2 days, like really the flu or any of these serious diseases, a lot of these things can take like decently long tolls on your body, depending on like how healthy you are afterwards and how you recover and everything. It's not like some people were presenting COVID as like this special ultra like body killing disease and talking about every long-term effect, but there are a lot of long-term effects that go along with a lot of like serious illnesses, which I would consider influenza a serious one. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Like the influenza does cause serious complications in people, including like scarring and even neurological problems and stuff like that. I would say that COVID definitely has a proclivity to have greater instances of long-term complications than your average virus, for sure. And there's a really
hard
good,
to say, but yeah.
There's a really good group of podcasters called TWIV. They're a bunch of virologists that study this, and they've put through a lot of just the rates of like issues that we're seeing come away from COVID patients, especially people with comorbidities like diabetes or things like that, is a lot higher. It's something like 1 in 10 than you would see out of severe complications. Now, most of that happened during Delta when people were hospitalized.
Yeah,
right,
I think it's hard.
Yeah,
I think it's also hard too because uniquely we're probably looking at this way more than almost any other disease. Because because of how much, like, if you're getting COVID, people are going to the hospital more for shit like this, whereas there's a lot of people that probably didn't go to the hospital when they got like the flu and everything, so it's harder to track like those long-term complications and stuff. But yeah,
there's some super weird shit that came out of this as well, like some re-triggering of certain herpes viruses like EBV and stuff like that. Like that could be just because we're doing a lot more research. But one of the interesting things to think about here is like there's an undertone of stuff like multiple sclerosis and chronic fatigue syndrome that has been going on for years, and it isn't really well understood or diagnosed. And I think long COVID is now tapping on a lot of those issues, right? Like a lot of those people that fell through the cracks of the medical system and just couldn't get diagnosed with something objective. Yeah, because the pathology is too confusing or it's different to other people. It's weird. Yeah, but I think we kind of have like a sort of secondary pandemic on our hands with like all of the disability that is happening as a result of like this pandemic and COVID infection. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm besides from that, dude, I've just been kind of like staying more in the background as far as Twitch goes. And I still make YouTube videos and shit. But like our agency changed a lot. We don't represent people anymore. We represent brands.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big shift because we don't like individually interact with like creators except to like bring deals or like or like that kind of thing. And none of that is exclusive. I'm totally off of that. I think exclusive is like way outdated. I don't think agencies should do exclusive talent representation anymore. So we stopped that hand in hand.
Interesting. I wouldn't mind it. You just have to be good if you're gonna do it.
Because no one's good.
Like, yeah, I know. It feels like a lot of people want to grab people up. Like Melina always comes to me because there's always like people or other women creators that are reaching like, oh, I want to do this, blah blah blah. And it's like if they're exclusive, then fuck them. Unless they're like giving you like 100%. Flat money, or you can try it like for like 2 months, and if they give you really good deals, then maybe. But yeah, there's a lot of people like want to exclusively grab people up, and they'll bring them like one deal like every 3 or 4 months.
Are you represented? You were represented by UTA for a while, right?
Yeah. Now I'm with Evolved.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay.
Mine might be exclusive.
I think so, but you know, one interesting thing about that is I think that if you were to go to them with your own sponsorship and you prove that you did 100% of the work, they would be hard pressed to take that 20 or 30%.
This is kind of like it's somebody talk about this is like a 1% of 1% issue, but the reality is for most of these like really big contracts and for most of the companies that work in this space, like they want you to be happy with them. Like I find it hard pressed to believe that you're gonna get like a top 1% influencer who's gonna be like locked in with a dog shit contract with a company that he fucking hates and he can't get out. Like there's gonna be a path to renegotiate or escape, maybe with a penalty or something, but there's gonna be a way out. Like nobody wants to keep that talent around. You wouldn't want to work with them, and it would look bad in your company. They'd be talking shit like this. Yeah, nobody wants that deal. Yeah.
This happened to me, man. Like at CLG, we had a team come to us and literally say we don't want to play anymore. And like this is people we're paying. It's not even like an agency contract. Like these are people we are paying to be there, like a lot of money. And I like ultimately what the threat was like, we're gonna go nuclear on Twitter. We're just gonna go crazy. And this wasn't for any reason. Like this wasn't for any like org reason. This was just because they wanted to be a part of another team. Dude, like I was forced to go and get a buyout. I was lucky that another esports team, like a tier 1 esports team, wanted to actually buy them out, and so I got something out of it. Because if those content creators and influencers hold the agencies and like the teams hostage, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, because especially have you seen the G2 shit?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
That was the biggest. I was amazed that Carlos fucking doubled down on that shit. Like he's just like, I'm probably doing whatever the fuck I want, and then like next day, like statement, like fucking like PR thing, like they like the whole walk back, dude. Jesus. What do you think of that shit?
It's insane to me. Like if he was like, yeah, here's a clip of me and Andrew Tate talking about how much we fucking hate women, I could believe it, or I could be okay with it. But like, damn, dude, like just like it was just that one like 8-second video with him in the background. I was like, oh my god. Like,
just like with a champagne bottle.
I don't even know what the fuck Andrew Tate did. I still don't know why he's banned from everything. I don't even know why the fuck he got banned from the internet. Like, he's a quote unquote dangerous person. What the fuck does that even mean? That was wild.
It's a very strange thing. I have like looked into it quite a bit because I was thinking about doing a video on it. And I just like, I nearest I can tell, it's like some misogynist comments that were on like YouTube videos like a few years ago. He's definitely like completely.
I like he's pretty, like, especially if you're progressive. He's misogynistic for sure, right? If you're a progressive person, for sure. But a
lot of people on TikTok are like,
no shit, and a lot of normal human beings are. Like, I don't think that anything he said was beyond the pale, not even close to beyond the pale. He said a lot of shit that I hella disagreed with. I super disagreed with his take on relationships and everything. But like, not like this guy's a threat, a menace to society, needs to be fucking banned. That's just wild.
Yeah, I also don't get, like, even when I listen to, so Andrew Tate had this like 5-hour interview come out on YouTube about it, and I've been listening to it and just like here and there, and like his reasoning is also really weird. He's like, yeah, it's the Matrix, it's a coordinated effort from people to destroy me because I have the ear of like 18 to 25-year-old young men, and they know that's a threat. Like that seems just as unplausible to me as like whatever the other fucking reason is, right?
Sure, so I mean, like, he definitely has his narrative that he wants to sell, right? But
yeah, like it's what I'm saying is like, dude, I fucking hate this shit, and you're one of the only people I can vibe with on this. Is like, I hate when people target corporations and they're like, oh, this corporation is making like a coordinated effort to destroy. Like, usually that is not the case. Like a corporation isn't a single entity. There's not like one person at the top pulling the puppet strings, right? Like it's
it's a response. This is what I try to
trust is.
Yeah, and it's even more than that. It's not the people in the company. It's the culture. It's not even the company culture. It's the culture of like the country we live in. Because I'm telling you that if Andrew Tate was 51% popular in the United States, every single company would make a statement about like, oh, it's our job to protect freedom of speech, and even if he's controversial, we want to host him, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. If most people liked him, it would flip in a heartbeat. And I hate these fucking, like, these right-wingers and these left-wingers and all these fucking red pillars and blue pillars are like, oh, it's all corporations and the media, blah, blah. Bullshit. They just do what you want to see. Like, people will complain all day about how these companies act, but they only act that way because the money's there for them to do so. Like, if people didn't support these companies to do it, then you better believe they'd fucking change their tune. Nobody on an executive board, no C-level exec is making decisions that are tanking corporate profits, and everybody on the board is like, you know what? I understand that our revenue is going to drop 45% this year, but god damn it, we all support you getting rid of Andrew Tate, and we're going to stand by that. Like, bro, fiduciary responsibility. You'd be fucking fired and sued by the SEC. Like, that's so stupid that people really think that's how it works. They're like, Susan from YouTube, she went and she said, we're going to get rid of misogynistic content because we want to destroy young boys 18 to 24 and turn them into drones for the fucking government to. No, they're doing it because there's a lot of money there. They don't want to get fucking canceled. They don't want some kid to show up at school, kill 3 women, have their Elliot Rodgers moment, and then name drop their fucking platform that they watched Andrew Tate on. That's what they're avoiding, you know? But
100%. It's or yeah, exactly, like blame women for it or something like that. It's the exact same thing with people that blame the algorithm or blame like the search, right? Like like search just shows people what they want to see.
Yeah.
Right? Like that, like the algorithms are built to draw attention to things that people are interested in, that is going to get it more watch time, that's going to get it more views. It's the exact same thing with this shit, right? Like, there's no coordinated fucking effort It always blows my mind. Like when people are talking about this kind of shit, like and it's not just corporations. They think it's like Congress.
Yeah, they think it's like the government is doing it from the top down.
These people are too stupid to even understand what the fucking internet is. Half of Congress doesn't even still has the AOL account, right? Like these people have no fucking idea what's going on. There's no grand conspiracy here from the Matrix to fucking take people off platform. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but
it is weird. Like, and I wonder because like if you listen to Andrew talk about it, he goes, in a single day, I was banned from Uber. I was banned from Lyft. I was banned from DoorDash.
Yeah.
I mean,
there is some amount of coordination between like when one company's about to do some big shit, they're probably talking to friends. I know that. Like I know there are people.
We've seen it happen with Alex Jones. We've seen it happen with
it happened to me and Dr. Disrespect. I happen to know that there are two people that are very close to each other that work at Discord and Twitch, and that's why a lot of those bans will come out in tandem. I got departnered on Discord the same day I got banned from Twitch, and I think it happened to Dr. Disrespect. I think it happened early. I think he actually got departnered or banned from Discord right before his Twitch ban came out.
Really?
Yeah. So like obviously these people are friends, and if there's like a big move going down, something's going to happen. But again, I don't think it's because they're like plotting, they want to take him down because they hate him. It's because like if a bunch of companies start banning him, you don't want to be the one that doesn't, right? You don't want to look bad. Like, well, why are you allowing misogynist Andrew Tate on your platform when these other 3 platforms are fucking stop? You know, like, yeah. But it is what it is. What are you going to
do? You recently got caught a Twitter ban, right?
Yeah, my account rip in pieces.
Bro, that I've been following that story. That story is fucking crazy.
Which
the whole Kiwi Farms thing and what you were like that whole fucking thing.
You have no idea.
I have no idea. I'm even afraid to like. That's some life ruining shit, dude. Like I do not envy you to be in front of that.
Yeah, there's a lot
Good Lord.
Crazy stuff out there. But yeah. Anything else?
Sorry. Do you got shit to do?
No. I'm just seeing if there's anything else you got for me.
Well, shit, man. Like, I just want to catch up. Like, how's your life, dude? Like, are you like all the shit that's going on?
Pretty good. Just
with that.
Trudging forward. Everything's fun. About to hit 500,000 subs on YouTube today. If these fucking losers remember to fucking sub to me. Yeah.
Are you thinking about diversifying any other platforms since YouTube and Twitter was your kind of main, or are you just gonna do?
Well, Twitter, I'm always permabanned from. Like, it's anytime they catch a new account, it's ban evasion. So I have my friend has got another account. He's working his way back up again.
Got it. I'll go look for a friend there. I think that I unironically wonder if like the reason why you stayed up this time for so long was because of your fucking
profile.
Bio.
I don't know, dude. Who knows?
It was so crazy. like I think that bio, dude, was priceless, and it seemed to work until like a very coordinated effort dropped you off. Like it took a lot to put you down.
Yeah, who knows? It is what it is. But what are you gonna do?
This is crazy shit, dude. Like, so are you thinking of like any kind of other like platform, or like do you just like want to hang out on YouTube or Twitter for now?
YouTube is good. We'll see how Rumble is taken off. If
you're on Rumble?
No. But I just had a friend get completely destroyed on this platform because of another group of friends that I made. So I'm watching his moves. He's starting on, I think, Facebook and Rumble now. I think are the 2 platforms he's starting on.
Rumble's making some moves in the agency world, and their stock price is up quite a bit as well. They're getting a lot of users.
Wait, Rumble is publicly traded?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No. Oh. I just heard someone say that. Now, so let me confirm 100%. Is it RMBL?
RMBL. Rumble.
Just let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm right. Yeah.
Is this that company?
I'm checking.
But I know that Tate moving to the platform is like a pretty big meme, so we'll see how that goes.
Source, I made it the fuck up. No, I did hear it. Like, that's why. I'm not gonna. If I'm not absolutely sure, I'm not gonna say I'm absolutely sure. I'm not just gonna fucking double down. But I thought it was, so I'm just checking right now.
Yeah. No, it's good. I think this is a different. The Rumble one is a different company, but.
You don't think they're publicly traded? Rumble stock.
Rumble is owned by.
How do I search this?
Capital venture company that went public. If I forget the ticker before they converted. Oh, who knows?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh, it's merging with a SPAC starting Monday.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So but in terms of users, are acquiring quite a bit of users. I wonder if they'll probably never be able to take a stance against like Twitter or anything like that, right?
Yeah. Who knows? Here is like the big problem that everybody's having, and this is what these people need to do. Okay. The problem is that Nobody. Okay, I'll see if I ask you. What is the reason why every single alternative social media platform fails? There's one answer. Do you know what it is?
What is the reason why every alternative media platform? I think it's because the truly depraved, insane people go there and make it a completely radioactive system for advertisers or to monetize it anyway. Is that right?
You are absolutely correct. It is the number one reason.
Bam!
Why the fuck would you want to go on any of those platforms when those platforms are home to all the people that are too extremist or radical for every other platform? That's and every big company. Yeah, Odyssey's trying to escape this. I think Gab, was trying to escape this, or there was one other social media. Like, people are trying to do this thing where they're like, okay, we are an alternative media company, but we promise it's not all Nazis and racists and fucking people here. We promise, like. Yeah, but these companies need to start buying talent, and they need to start putting exclusive content on those platforms to draw a user base. It's not like depraved, insane fucking people. And until they do that, those platforms are always just going to be like filled with Nazis. Like, yeah.
They probably also have to have some rules.
Yeah, of course,
a few rules.
Yeah.
Like, because like that's the thing is like when we all like this is like the kind of classic problem, right? It's like Twitter started off as like a fairly open platform, and like Jack Dorsey, like his original philosophy, and I think going through the entire company was like this, like pornography is allowed on Twitter, right? There's a lot of stuff on Twitter that's not allowed on other platforms like YouTube or other places like that. There's a lot that's allowed on Twitter, and it sort of changed a lot when the board shifted over and Prague became CEO, and now the mentality is much more like policing it. Like I think that what happens to these platforms is they start off with this idea like Rumble's going to be like, oh yeah, we're going to allow everybody, and that's what makes them different. People go to the platform, and then like if they don't actually institute some policies to allow sane individuals like to have discourse and advertisers to exist on the platform, they end up just fizzling out.
Well, yeah, I think it's a little bit that, but I think it's more that eventually if your platform is growing and you're successful, somebody's going to come up to you and they're going to say like, we can like sell you a whole lot of good shit, but we need you to like buckle down a little bit. And what happens is eventually when you want to grow further and you want to start getting like serious advertisers on the platform, I think you have to start compromising your original values, and then shit will change over time. I think this has happened.
So I was going to say, surprisingly, that hasn't happened a whole lot with like even like a platform as big as like Twitch, where Twitch isn't even at the point of like escape velocity where they really have to pay attention to things that advertisers care about because not enough like Fortune 500.
I don't know. I think Twitch is probably one of the most policed platforms right now. I think more so than any other social media platform.
Policed in what sense?
That's and that they have an actual like borderline activist moderation team. Like on YouTube, I can say almost anything, but if I don't actually like trip the censors and like do some actual fucked up shit, I'm never gonna get banned. Same thing pretty much with Twitter, unless you get unlucky or you stumble onto a tweet, or if you're doing like misinformation related to like coronavirus stuff, that could get you fucked. But I think on Twitch, you can actually get like ideologically fucked a little bit because their moderation team is still comprised of like humans that are looking through events and everything. So I think that like Twitch is still a little unique there compared to a lot of the other bigger companies that have like just automated the fuck out of everything.
Do you think that Twitch is policing actively because of advertiser feedback, or is it because of the kind of like culture that Twitch is trying to create?
I think that's the culture they're trying to create. It's like
I think so too.
Like if Twitch right now could save money, moderate or like automating a lot of the moderation team, like replace the people with like a bunch of devs or whatever, I don't think they would do it. I think that they would say that like part of the Twitch culture that we're trying to create and doing drag at fucking TwitchCon or whatever, like this is really important to the company and we're willing to like expend extra resources like enforcing it through our trust and safety team that has like deer people petting themselves on fucking Twitch to like show how welcoming and inclusive they are.
I also think it's a cultural move. There was a single instance that happened before on sexual content where a bunch of advertisers, I don't know how they caught wind of this. Usually it's through like Bloomberg or some kind of like media outlet. It like pushed back really hard against Twitch and said like, hey, we're probably going to pull our ad budgets if you guys don't address the sexual content issue on Twitch. And that was actually the catalyst for what caused them to update all those terms of service. But nothing similar has happened with online gambling. Nothing similar has happened with like hate speech or crypto scams or other things that absolutely do pull advertising dollars. It's just those advertisers are not yet aware of those things happening.
Maybe, yeah, we'll see. Like I said, it'll be if there's a few articles that are written about the gambling shit, then
that's all it takes.
That's one or two big articles, and it'll change instantly. So
because the conversation is happening internally within Twitch already.
Probably,
and has been for a while. But and like their half measure was like, oh yeah, we're gonna ban links or something. That you remember they did that. They did some direct link ban, you can't link directly to like.
Oh yeah. That's
such a
Twitch
fucking
like
half
single-handedly grew the entire company of like Linktree or whatever. Jesus Christ.
100%. We sell Linktree inventory.
Yeah.
We literally sell that as inventory on our ads. Nice. Because like because Twitch bans OnlyFans and bans like Fansly shit like that. And like the funny thing is, dude, you actually get better conversions making a custom page that like can sell people on it for them to land on than you would if you just directly link through a fucking Twitch chat. It's wild. So yeah, that inventory, like Linktree is worth a fucking shit ton because of that shit.
Yeah.
It's great.
Pretty good names, yeah.
It's refreshing to catch up with you, man. Like I really am glad that we started talking again.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, dude. Like I catch a lot of shit for the people I fuck with, but like and you're on that list with train wrecks. But it's worth it, dude. Like I fucking support you, man. I think you're a good dude.
Dude, you want to see? I feel so bad. I feel like the Batman. Everyone around me just gets fucked. These are like mentions that. It's actually just for typing in my chat. Look at how wild this shit is.
Read it.
People are crazy, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Although I think that's her obsessive people more than mine, I think. Or more than like haters of me, but like Jesus.
This might also be because that particular community is especially parasocial.
Possibly, yeah. But
yeah, but no, I know that like if you support, dude, like just after I made a YouTube video about your band, and it was a while ago now, and I still get DMs like every week, like die in a fire type shit because people are so fucking mad at you. It's like you're like the Batman. Everybody around you dies like a cursed movie villain. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. You have to be a certain type of person to like be able to tolerate that. Like I don't think there's very many people that could stand in your position for as long as you have and like not be mentally compromised as a result of it. Either that or not go full Joker and actually burn people down like people accuse you of doing.
I'm not gonna lie, I do get really tempted, and I've thought about it on my last days of the internet, because like people always accuse me like, oh, you guys are like a hate community, you hate raid, you dox people. Idea. Yeah, dude, if I were to dedicate my we could destroy lives. Like I don't mean 100%. That sarcastically. I mean that seriously. Like real life stalking, real life. Like there's a lot of shit that if we actually. But like my community is so fucking harmless compared to like most of the other insane communities out there. Like the worst you get is usually like crazy people tweeting at you, and like most of it is riffraff that doesn't even follow. They're not even like my community members. They're just random dipshits that like follow me on
push
Twitter.
Back on that shit on your subreddit all the time. You ban those crazy people.
Yeah.
And they still associate it with as a part of it. Like you sound like a B tier movie villain whenever you're like the damage that like an Arcanum level like the damage I could rot, but it's true.
Yeah.
Like literally, if you actually wanted to and you pointed your community towards doing something actually fucking malicious, like it would be over.
Yeah,
and yeah, these people don't fucking see it. It's crazy.
But what are you gonna do? Yeah, people talk about like getting hate rated. They have like 3 people show up in their chats. Like, bro, I've got like at any given time like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10,000 people watching me. Like, why would I only have 3 people showing up if we were hate rating you? Like, come on, dude. What the fuck?
There's those streamers with like 20 viewers that were like, yeah, I got hate rated by Destiny because like 2 people popped in the chat. Were like, this fucking sucks, James. And then they choose to make their whole week and like, but that's the thing is like I was talking to you about in our last conversation, man. Is like those orbiters, those people are literally vampires. They're like you know those fish that attach to bigger fish and they suck on them.
Yeah.
They bite little pieces off. That's all those people that are doing that to you. They like the longer you give them that attention and power, the more that those people will have that kind of power. I think you've got to at some point like completely dissolve yourself of those people. I know you're doing that.
Yeah, I think I've mostly done it now that I've left the Twitch space, and I'm for the most part, except there's just this one more, but we're working on it. So
okay.
Working on getting away from it, okay? Slowly we're getting out of there.
You still got one more.
I think she's like mainly left me alone now, so I think I'm okay, like fucking moonwalking away from it. We'll see.
I hope so, man. Like yeah, like I know it doesn't affect you mentally, but it's still just a fucking shit show. No. It's crazy. My man just wanted to play Factorio, man.
True. Oh yeah, I got to show Congress Factorio. Did you see that?
What?
The Senate, it was like some fucking, what committee was it? I don't remember, but basically they were playing videos of like radical extremism that's online today, and one of the videos that popped up was me, Sneeko, Fuentes, and a couple other big YouTubers, and Fuentes was like talking about like Jewish extremism or some shit, And my Factorio video was there, and I think everybody they're gonna be learning how to build their factories, you know.
Wait, so the background was that's good because we've lost all that shit to China. So it was like one of your videos, like a background video, and then it had them on the screen, and they played this in Congress.
It was the what was it? God damn it!
I'll check a link.
Somebody linked one.
Let me see.
It's just stupid shit. There you go.
White nationalist. Okay, hold on.
I should be getting paid for these advertisements, all right?
So how is this being? This is on PBS News or what the fuck?
I think it was like it's a Senate committee hearing on with like the general of Homeland Security or like some chair of Homeland Security or some shit. But
And they just do this? Isn't this your content?
True. Should I DMCA PBS?
You
I mean, I imagine this is probably like newsworthy. Okay, I'm sure they're allowed to do it.
What do you mean? Can Congress just appropriate any video that they feel like?
Well, it has to be fair use, right? Like,
in what is it?
It must be a Senate committee to have like a hearing on like extremist content. They got like a 20-second clip of your stuff. That's got to be fair use, of course.
Yeah, you must be right. I was seeing if you could stick it to them.
That'd be funny though.
Hilarious.
Start DMCAing Congress. Like,
Congress.
That's my fucking video. Yeah.
Because that's so. This was basically like just like were they sitting in a room and then they were watching this on a TV somewhere?
If you keep playing, you can see it's just like a presentation of like people talking about like extremist media that they're trying to do something about or something. I don't know.
Dude, that's crazy, man. You know, it's so weird that like you can chat in front of tens of thousands of people. This one thing happened to me, okay? One time I was on like a 6-second clip on CNBC talking about esports. I was walking around some business convention and some like Brando just fucking like pulled me over, right? And like that felt more cloudy to me than any fucking stream I've ever been on.
Yeah.
But did you feel that with the Senate hearing thing?
No, because it wasn't like my presentation. It was just like a random clip. But I know what you mean. Yeah. Like if you could pull it into. Do you remember when poor Rod? Do you remember when he went on to some media shit and everybody called him a serial killer?
Oh yeah.
Was it Fox News?
Multiple times. He went on Fox. He went on he went on one recently even where he like made a Hassan joke. I don't remember what platform it was. I think he gets pulled periodically on the Fox.
This wasn't bad. Fuck, there was one appearance where everybody thought he looked like a serial killer. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Fuck me, but yeah, good memes.
Dude, yeah, I felt like I got on CNBC for 6 seconds. I like emailed my dad. I was like, look at this shit. I'm fucking famous. I was like in it, dude. Like I got the stars. For some reason that just feels so much more official.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Versus like otherwise I don't know. I don't give a shit on. Being on Twitch feels so weird now, or like it doesn't like. I actually feel so at home on YouTube that this doesn't feel weird. I just feel like I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
But being on Twitch feels very weird.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on the community right now who you're talking to, right?
The community is the problem. Yeah, it's like I think so many people like trend parasocial, trend like just this kind of like weird mindset about things that like I feel like this kind of weird sense of discomfort when I'm on. I never stream. I only jump on other people's like and just like occasionally talk or something. And even then, it's like pretty rare. Like I don't think I've been on a stream since like Miz called me like for like, fuck man, like probably 3 months.
Damn. Well, you talked to me like a month ago, or on YouTube, but yeah.
Yeah, but again on YouTube, yeah, like, YouTube like feels like a different community than Twitch, and it is like in the same way that DGG chat has always kind of been a different community than like Twitch, you know.
Yeah.
Like I remember you used to run both chats against each other. They would have like you'd have both chats on screen. It was always vastly different, like what people were talking about.
Yeah, for sure. My YouTube chat's coming along. They're doing okay.
Is it significantly different than Twitch? I don't have a lot of experience with YouTube chats.
They're getting better. They've got emotes and stuff now, but it's still not a persistent chat. Like the URL changes every stream, which is kind of annoying, but it's getting better.
That's so annoying.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Do you use Ludwig software?
Fuck no.
No.
I hate Ludwig. We're mortal enemies. Not really, but he sides with Cutie over too much shit. I think he's a smart guy, but he says dumb shit about me and it triggers the fuck out of me. But
he does side with Cutie on a lot of stuff. Yeah, I got it. I actually complimented Cutie's show Streamer Awards, and then she came at me on Twitter for it.
Nice.
It was so confusing. I was like, this is really great that broadcasters are going out and making their own like content like this, and she's like, you don't know the trouble we go through. I just like got attacked for no reason. I was like, what the fuck?
Nice.
Like it was bizarre. Yeah.
Based.
Yeah, I do. I actually really like Ludwig. I think that he has like I think that he's doing a good thing because we need a lot of more people who are like industry informed that are talking about issues. And so oftentimes when he makes videos, they're much more informed than the average bear.
Yeah, he's a smart guy, legitimately.
He's a smart guy. Yeah. But I don't know why he sides so much with with some of the more
his, like wife, right? Aren't they married or something?
They're girlfriend and boyfriend, right? But even so.
Well, that's what they do. But okay,
I don't like it.
I got shit I gotta do. I love you, buddy. It's been fun.
Yeah, all right, man. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hope I didn't overstay my welcome.
No, never.
Thanks for having
Anytime
me.
you want to call, just like send me a message or jump in my room. So it's fun to talk.
Okay, appreciate you, brother. Much love.
Wait, do you still live? Do you say where you live? What state you live in still?
Yeah, I live in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know I didn't Melina get a place in Austin with you?
Yeah. I might be there. I'm probably gonna be there next month too, so maybe we can hang out or something. I'll message you.
Yeah, 100%. It's an easy drive.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I love you.
Okay, if I catch you there, I'll hit you up.
Okay, no, don't actually hit me. That's. But, no, I'm just
hit you up, contact you.
Don't cover me, okay?
Via normal messaging means and non-terms of service, like following every rule.
Gotcha. All right, I love you.
So
buddy.
I don't get deep. All right, love you, buddy.
Be careful. Stay safe, buddy. I forgot he lives in Dallas. Nice, based. Okay. Listen, if you're on YouTube, you better be subbed to me.